But tell me about this tournament, the India-Australia Border Gavaskar Trophy that's on. Where do we stand right now? Why is everyone saying this looks like a do-or-die match?
Well, that's because the WTC, the World Test Championship final, is still up for stake. For the uninitiated, WTC final is much like a World Cup final of Test cricket. So we all get excited when we reach a final of a World Cup in a T20 World Cup or an ODI World Cup. In Test cricket also you have a World Championship final, and the winner is crowned as the world champion in the Test format. And India has played 2 finals, lost those. This time their chances of making it to the final are hanging by a thread. This is why this is a must-win game on 2 counts. One, if you win this game, you keep your chances alive of qualifying for that WTC final that is to be taking place in June, earn the right to playing that final. And secondly, let's not forget, Border Gavaskar series at the moment, without doubt, is the greatest rivalry, India-Australia. So whenever they play against each other, each team wants to win. It's been touted as the #1 cricket series, Test series in the world. And each team wants to be winning this. For the last decade, India have held the Border Gavaskar Trophy, whether it has been played in Australia or in India. If India are to lose this Test match, after a decade, Australia will wrest back the Border Gavaskar Trophy. And that is something that the Indian team doesn't want. You win this particular Test match, you draw the series, and drawing the series would mean that the last time's winners keep the trophy and India would keep the trophy, which is why this is a very important Test match.
All right, but that's interesting. But I do have an added question here. We're, of course, running these pictures of Gautam Gambhir, Rohit Sharma, Jasprit Bumrah. What Gautam Gambhir said a few hours ago, what happens in the dressing room should stay there. According to your experience, Nikhil, does this look like a rift widening between Gambhir and Sharma?
I'd have to say, Pooja, that there's no smoke without fire. That everything isn't hunky-dory in the Indian team at the moment is an open secret. Now there are reports of reporters who are reporting from ground zero from Australia saying that, listen, India won the first Test match in Perth and the team usually goes out celebrating together, and that is something that we haven't seen. There are credible reports suggesting that there are multiple players that are putting their hands up that, we want to be captain, and, that also is never healthy, where everyone is then, hankering for positions of trying to be the leader of the team. And then when that happens, that also doesn't really augur well for a team. So I think all of these concerns that people have around the Indian team are somewhere, genuine. That the Indian team isn't on the same page is also something that we have seen, especially after India losing the New Zealand series. There were also reports that, there were discussions between the coach and the captain and the chairman of selectors, and a few, ground rules were set for the Indian team to be going forward. So it's not an ideal situation at the moment. However, I'll also add one more thing, Pooja, that every time that there is, news of rift within the Indian team, it is directly proportional to Indian team's performance in the middle. And what they're doing in the series. It's not to say that the Indian team has always been on the same page, but so long as the performances are coming and so long as the team has been winning, these stories tend to stay within the dressing room.
This is similar to politics. If you're losing elections, someone has to take the blame. There must be a rift. And if you're winning elections, well, all is well.